Number 1. The 1971 Ford F-250 Long Bed, listed at $10,000 and located in Wilmington, Delaware, is a true blast from the past, a 54-year-old tank that still runs strong as a daily driver. This truck isn't just transportation. It's a time machine, carrying the grit, character, and unmistakable charm of classic Ford craftsmanship. The current owner has enjoyed it for the past 4 years after purchasing it from a Maryland owner, using it regularly while maintaining and upgrading it with care and respect for its heritage. Under the hood sits a robust 390 V8 engine paired with a 3-on-the-tree manual transmission, a setup that defines old-school muscle and authenticity. Despite its age, this F-250 starts and runs reliably, thanks to consistent maintenance by a local reputable shop that continues to be amazed by its solid condition. The seller has invested in numerous updates, a new set of wheels and tires, a fresh bed liner, newer battery and fuel filter, replaced head gaskets, a newer muffler, and even a wooden steering wheel that complements the truck's vintage appeal. It also features an Ahoga horn for that nostalgic flair, along with newer wiper blades, license plate lights, and a historic Delaware tag that reflects its timeless legacy. While the truck proudly wears its age, with no air conditioning and no power steering, it remains as dependable as ever. The windshield wipers work, though the fluid pump needs attention, and while the 8-track player once brought tunes to the cab, the radio has since stopped functioning. The interior still includes the original manuals, even featuring handwritten service logs from the original owner, a rare and touching nod to its long history. Overall, this 1971 Ford F-250 Long Bed is a true head-turner that embodies the spirit of a bygone era. It's rugged, honest, and full of character, perfect for classic truck lovers or anyone who appreciates the mechanical simplicity of vintage iron. With an asking price of $10,000, this piece of Ford history is ready to continue turning heads and sparking conversations wherever it goes. Number 2. The 1978 Ford F-100, listed at $10,500 and located in Plymouth, New Hampshire. This isn't just any old pickup. It's a piece of late 70s Ford heritage that's still holding strong today. With only 10,000 miles on the odometer, this F-100 has lived a surprisingly gentle life for a truck built nearly 5 decades ago. It's a short box 2-wheel drive model that comes equipped with a powerful big block 429 engine, a motor known for its deep growl, torque-heavy personality, and ability to deliver that classic muscle truck feel. It's paired with a C6 automatic transmission, which still moves but could use a rebuild to bring it back to peak performance. That's not unusual for a truck of this age, and it gives the next owner a perfect opportunity to breathe new life into a solid foundation. The seller mentions the body is in great shape, with only minimal rust, something rare and impressive for a late 70s pickup that spent its years up north. The frame and undercarriage are described as perfect, which is a big plus for anyone worried about corrosion or costly repairs down the road. The interior is also in good condition, clean, simple, and true to its original design, giving that authentic vintage truck feel without looking tired or neglected. What makes this F-100 special isn't just its mechanical soundness, but the character it carries. This was an era when Ford trucks were built tough, with straightforward engineering and timeless styling. The square body lines, classic grille, and solid stance give it that unmistakable old-school charm that modern trucks just can't replicate. It's a truck that can easily serve as a weekend cruiser, a project build, or even a nostalgic daily driver for those who love the feel of real steel beneath their hands. The seller notes that no trades will be accepted, but they welcome serious inquiries. So if you've been on a hunt for a clean, running, and mostly original F100 with a strong big block heart, this could be your chance. Whether you want to restore it to show condition or keep it as a solid, honest classic driver, this truck has all the right bones. The 1978 Ford F100 represents an era when trucks were built to last, tough, simple, and full of soul, and this one in Plymouth, New Hampshire, is a shining reminder of that legacy. Number 3. The 1976 Ford F100 Custom, priced at $11,000 and located in Leeds, Alabama. This short wheelbase classic pickup is a true survivor, finished in its original raven black paint that's aged beautifully into a natural patina. It's powered by a dependable 300 2V8 engine, paired with a T18 4-speed manual transmission, a setup that gives this old Ford the raw mechanical feel that enthusiasts crave. Even after decades on the road, this truck still runs and drives, though the seller notes it's been sitting for a while and could use a little attention before it's fully road-ready again. What makes this F100 stand out is its authenticity. No power steering, no power brakes, and even a factory radio delete. It's as bare bones as it gets, and that's exactly what makes it appealing. It's a pure driver-focused truck from an era before luxury features and electronics took over. The body shows very little rust, which is rare for a southern truck of this age, and the undercarriage remains solid. The patina on the original paint tells its own story. Decades of honest use and character that you just can't replicate with spray gun. Recently, the truck has received a few thoughtful updates to keep it reliable and stylish. It's fitted with brand new tires wrapped around turbine wheels, 10.5 inches wide in the rear and 8.5 up front, giving it a mean, muscular stance. The suspension has been modified with a lowering kit in the rear and a half-coil cut up front, dialing in that aggressive, slightly raked look that classic Ford fans love. On the mechanical side, it's had a new fuel tank, a new sending unit, a new fuel pump, and a fresh accelerator pump in the carburetor, a solid list of updates to keep the fuel system healthy. This 1976 F100 Custom is a great mix of originality and attitude. It's simple, tough, and full of character, the kind of truck that doesn't need fancy paint or chrome to turn heads. Whether you're looking for a patina cruiser, a solid restoration base, or a weekend project with plenty of personality, this one checks all the boxes. The seller is open to offers or trades, so if you've been looking for a classic short bed Ford with a true old-school vibe, this might just be the one that captures your attention. The 1976 F100, rugged, raw, and ready for its next chapter on the open road. Number 4. The 1969 Ford F100, listed at $18,000 and located in Atlanta, Georgia. This is not just a vintage pickup. It's a full-bodied Ford muscle truck with fresh reliability and that unmistakable old-school power. Under the hood sits a strong 390 FE big block V8 paired with a smooth-shifting C6 automatic transmission, a combination that delivers both strength and comfort for highway cruising or weekend drives. The truck has around 100,000 miles on the clock, but has been extensively refreshed from front to back, making it one of the most solid and dependable classic F100s you'll find on the market today. Let's talk performance. This F100 packs a punch with headers and a dual exhaust system that gives it a deep, aggressive tone worthy of a muscle-era Ford. Nearly every key system on this truck has been rebuilt or replaced, from the alternator and belts to the fuel tank, lines, and braking components. It's got brand new brakes all around, including fresh lines, hoses, cylinders, and hardware. The rear end has been rebuilt with a Daytona-style pinion and all new bearings and seals, ensuring smooth, reliable performance where it matters most. Steering and suspension have been modernized, too, with a new steering box, power steering pump lines, and new shocks both front and rear, all designed to make the truck handle as confidently as it looks. The attention to detail continues inside and out. The exterior wears a striking turquoise patina that perfectly blends vintage charm with rugged authenticity. The body is straight, the bed is solid and lined, and the overall presentation is clean but character-filled. Exactly what you want in a truck that tells its own story. Inside, the two-tone vintage interior feels both nostalgic and refreshed, featuring new carpet, a new steering wheel, and fresh door seals that get that tight, well-maintained feel every time you climb in. It's the kind of cabin that takes you back to 1969, but without the wear and tear of a lifetime of hard work. With new headlights, new Futura GLS Super Sport white leather tires, and black and red wheels that complete its bold stance, this Ford F100 doesn't just run great. It looks incredible doing it. The seller notes that nearly every major system has been touched. Fuel, brakes, steering, suspension, electrical, and seals, all brought up to reliable, modern standards. This truck starts right up, drives beautifully, and turns heads everywhere it goes. It's a perfect blend of vintage muscle and daily usability. The kind of classic you can show off and still enjoy driving every weekend. If you've been searching for a powerful, well-sorted late 60s F100 that's ready to hit the road without the hassle of endless repairs, this Atlanta-based gem checks all the boxes. And for those curious, the seller is open to trades, especially for smaller four-cylinder trucks like a Toyota Tacoma. But for anyone who loves classic Ford power wrapped in timeless style, this 1969 F100 stands tall as one of the best examples you'll find today. Number 5. The 1991 Dodge Ram D250 LE. Listed for $15,000 and located in Vinita, Oklahoma. This truck represents the kind of mechanical simplicity and brute reliability that made the first-generation Cummins diesels legendary. Under the hood sits the iconic 5.9-liter 12-valve Cummins turbo diesel engine, a motor known for its bulletproof design, massive torque, and incredible longevity. This one fires right up, runs strong, and continues to deliver the kind of dependable performance that made Dodge's early diesel pickups a favorite among truck purists and collectors alike. The truck is equipped with an A5/18 automatic transmission with overdrive, which shifts smoothly and performs exactly as it should. It's not a show truck, and it's not trying to be, but that's what makes it so appealing. The seller describes it as being in okay condition overall, with some paint fading, scratches, and the occasional small dent you expect from a 30-plus-year-old work rig. Still, the body remains solid, and the character of the truck shines through its honest wear. The only modification is a 4-inch turbo back exhaust that adds a little extra breathing room for the Cummins and a subtle, deep tone that reminds you it's all business under the hood. Inside, you'll find the original LE trim package, which includes power windows, power locks, cruise control, and factory air conditioning. Impressive for its time and still functional today. The interior shows normal wear, but remains totally usable. The The dash is in perfect shape with no cracks. The seats show no tears or major wear, and the headliner is clean and intact. It's a cabin that feels aged but well cared for, proof that this truck was used, not abused. Mechanically, this D250 is dialed in. The seller notes that it starts on the first crank, runs smooth, and shows no signs of blow-by. A huge plus for anyone familiar with diesel engines. With 215,000 miles on the odometer, it's barely middle-aged for a Cummins. Everything from the drivetrain to the turbo setup functions as intended, making this truck a solid candidate for continued daily use, towing duty, or even a long-term restoration project. Overall, this 1991 Dodge Ram D250 LE is a great example of what makes early diesel pickups so beloved. Straightforward engineering, real torque, and the kind of durability you just can't find in modern trucks. Whether you're looking for a dependable daily driver, a weekend hauler, or a clean platform for a full restoration, this D250 delivers. The combination of that legendary 12-valve Cummins and its simple, rugged design ensures that this truck will keep running strong for decades to come. If you appreciate honest power and old-school reliability, this Dodge is the kind of diesel classic that truly earns its reputation. Number 6. The 1982 Chevrolet C1500 regular cab long bed. Listed at $5,000 and located in Franklin, Kentucky. With 93,000 miles on the clock, this Chevy still has plenty of life left in it and embodies everything people love about old-school American pickups. Rugged reliability, easy maintenance, and timeless square-body styling. Under the hood sits a dependable 350 small-block V8 engine paired with an automatic transmission. The seller says it runs and shifts great, with only a minor note that the carburetor might need a bit of adjustment. Nothing unusual for a classic carbureted setup. Once dialed in, that 350 engine delivers smooth, confident power with that unmistakable Chevy V8 rumble. Whether you're hauling gear, working on a farm, or just cruising down a back road, this truck has the strength and simplicity to handle it all. The 1982 C1500 Scottsdale trim adds a touch of style to its work-ready personality. It's a long bed configuration, giving you all the utility space you need for hauling tools, feed, or even weekend project materials. Despite its age, the truck still runs good, shifts smooth, and remains a great candidate for light restoration, customization, or simply putting it back to work. The square-bodied Chevys have become highly sought after for their durability, clean lines, and classic American truck appeal. And this one sits right in that sweet spot of affordability and potential. At just $5,000, it's being offered as a cash deal or possibly for trade. The seller is open to other classic vehicles or single-cab Chevy trades. That flexibility makes this truck even more appealing to enthusiasts looking to add to their collection or find a project with strong bones. If you've been searching for an honest, straightforward classic truck that doesn't break the bank, this 82 Chevy C1500 could be the perfect fit. It's simple, dependable, and full of vintage character. The kind of truck that reminds you why these old Chevrolets earned their reputation as the backbone of American farms and small towns. Whether you keep it as a hard-working rig, a weekend cruiser, or the foundation for a custom build, this long bed Scottsdale is ready to earn its keep for years to come. Number 7. The 1985 GMC Sierra 1500 regular cab, priced at $5,900 and located in Elkin, North Carolina. This is a clean, straightforward classic pickup that captures the essence of mid-80s American trucks. Solid, reliable, and ready to drive anywhere. With 120,000 miles on the odometer, this Sierra has been well cared for and is described by the owner as a great running and driving truck with no issues over the past year of ownership. It's the kind of vehicle that reminds you why these square-body GMCs have become such sought-after classics, a perfect blend of ruggedness and everyday usability. Under the hood, you'll find a newer 350 V8 engine paired with a newer automatic transmission, both of which were installed by the previous owner. That setup gives the truck a strong, confident feel on the road, offering plenty of low-end torque and smooth shifting for an enjoyable drive. The powertrain combination alone makes the Sierra a great buy for anyone who appreciates dependable performance without the headaches of an aging, worn-out drivetrain. The truck's condition speaks for itself. Described as very solid, it's clear the Sierra has been well maintained through the years. The ASC could use a recharge, but otherwise, it's a turnkey driver. It's a truck that starts up without hesitation, drives straight, and feels as dependable as the day it rolled off the lot nearly 4 decades ago. Whether you're looking for a weekend cruiser, a daily driver, or a solid base for light restoration, this one fits the bill. Paperwork is clean, too. The truck comes with a clear North Carolina title, adding extra peace of mind for any potential buyer. And at $5,900, it's priced attractively for a classic square-body GMC that already has a hard work done, fresh engine, fresh transmission, and a body that stood the test of time. The 1985 GMC Sierra 1500 is a timeless example of what makes these older trucks so special. Simple mechanics, durable design, and a driving experience that connects you directly to the road. With its reliable performance, solid frame, and iconic styling, this Elkin-based Sierra is a smart, affordable entry into the world of classic American pickups, ready for work, play, or just enjoy as a piece of living automotive history. Number 8. The 1991 Dodge D150 Long Bed, priced at $8,500 and located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This truck represents the final years of Dodge's classic D-Series pickups before the Ram name took over, offering a simple, rugged design that stood the test of time. Under the hood, it's powered by a 318 cubic inch V8 with fuel injection, paired to an automatic transmission, a combination known for its reliability, smooth power delivery, and long life. With just around 90,000 original miles, this D150 still runs and drives perfectly, well enough to be used comfortably as a daily driver. The seller describes it as freshly inspected and mechanically sound, which means you're getting a truck that's ready to hit the road today. It's the kind of classic that's been used, maintained, and appreciated, not abused. The only reason the owner is parting ways with it is the lack of air conditioning. But beyond that, this Dodge continues to perform like a champ. It rides smooth, handles well, and has clearly been cared for over the years. Cosmetically, it shows the kind of honest where you'd expect from a well-loved 30-year-old pickup. The seller notes a bit of rust on the driver's side floorboard and a few other small spots, but overall, the truck remains in great shape. Solid body panels, good structure, and the kind of patina that adds character rather than detracts from it. For anyone familiar with these first-generation D150s, finding one this clean and functional is becoming harder every year. This truck is an excellent candidate for someone looking for a reliable classic they can actually drive, not just look at. The 318 V8 is a proven engine that's easy to work on and known for its durability, making a favorite among vintage Dodge enthusiasts. Pair that with its long bed design and smooth suspension, and you got a truck that's just as ready for light hauling as it is for weekend cruising. At $8,500, it's a fair price for a classic Dodge that needs very little to be enjoyed right away. With a fresh inspection, clean running condition, and all-original drivetrain, this D150 offers that perfect mix of nostalgia and dependability. Whether you're after a sturdy daily driver, a base for a mild restoration, or simply a piece of Dodge history that's still earning its keep, this 1991 D150 Long Bed is a great opportunity to own an honest, well-running classic pickup that's ready for its next chapter on the road. Number 9. The 1966 Ford F-250 pickup truck, priced at $7,000 and located in Norwalk. This black-painted vintage hauler represents the perfect balance between timeless Ford toughness and tasteful restoration. Under the hood, it's powered by a strong and smooth-running 309 V8 engine that's just been fully tuned up, paired with an automatic transmission for easy, comfortable cruising. With 167,000 miles on the odometer, this F-250 still runs and drives confidently, showing that old-school durability Ford was famous for back in the 60s. The truck features power steering, making it easier to handle than many classics of its era, and it comes with a freshly tuned brake system, including a new master cylinder for reliable stopping power. The seller also mentions that the truck will come with a good front bumper, rounding out its classic look. One of its standout features is a custom wood bed, a beautiful touch that adds warmth and craftsmanship to the truck's rugged black exterior. It's both practical and eye-catching, the kind of detail that makes this F-250 stand out, whether it's parked as show or rolling down a back road. Inside, the truck has received a refresh as well, with new carpet and newly upholstered bench seats giving the cabin a clean, inviting look. It's simple and true to its era, a driver's truck that maintains its vintage charm while offering modern comfort touches. The fresh paint gives the exterior a crisp, finished appearance, tying everything together into a truck that feels both classic and cared for. The seller notes that the vehicle has a clean title and runs just as good as it looks. Whether you're after a weekend cruiser, a dependable classic hauler, or a piece of mid-60s Ford history to proudly display, this F-250 delivers on all fronts. It's solid, well-maintained, and ready for its next adventure. Priced at $7,000. With the seller open to reasonable offers, this truck represents excellent value for anyone wanting to step into the world of vintage Ford ownership. The 1966 F-250 embodies an era when pickups were built to last, with metal you could lean on and engines built to run forever. If you're looking for a clean, running classic that combines strength, simplicity, and timeless style, this Norwalk-based F-250 is a fantastic find. Just make sure to call or text the seller directly. This one's old school, just like the truck itself. Number 10. The 1983 Toyota Tacoma 4x4 Long Bed, listed at $18,000 and located in Hood River. With 214,000 miles on the odometer, this truck stands as a testament to Toyota's unmatched reliability and craftsmanship. It's in excellent condition overall, featuring its original paint and a recently refreshed powertrain that makes it drive as confidently today as it did decades ago. Under the hood sits a newer motor that's been thoroughly gone through, accompanied by a freshly rebuilt manual transmission and extensive mechanical engine work. That means the drivetrain has been completely revitalized, giving this classic Toyota a smooth, reliable performance that's ready for many more miles of adventure. The 4x4 system works as it should, offering the kind of off-road capability and dependability that made Toyota pickups world famous in the first place. The exterior, still wearing its original paint, reflects the truck's authentic and well-kept character. It's not over-restored or modified, just a clean, honest representation of a classic Japanese workhorse that's earned its reputation the right way. The long bed configuration adds utility and practicality. Whether you're hauling gear, exploring trails, or simply enjoying a nostalgic weekend drive through the countryside. Inside, the cabin maintains a familiar simplicity Toyota fans love, functional, durable, and driver-focused. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Combined with the truck's solid mechanical condition, it's easy to see why enthusiasts hold these early Toyota 4X4S in such high regard. They're nearly indestructible, fun to drive, and built to take on anything from mountain roads to muddy backfields without hesitation. At $18,000, this Hood River-based 1983 Toyota Tacoma 4x4 Long Bed represents the best of both worlds, vintage appeal and modern reliability. It's not just a truck. It's a symbol of Toyota's engineering legacy and the foundation for decades of off-road dominance. If you're searching for a classic pickup that can still perform like a champ, this beautifully maintained Tacoma is one that's ready to hit the trails or turn heads at the next Cars and Coffee meet. Number 11. The 1986 Ford Ranger, listed at just $3,000 and located in Hydesville. This compact classic pickup might not turn heads with flashy paint or chrome trim, but it represents something far more enduring, honest, dependable engineering from a time when trucks were built to work hard and last for decades. Under the hood sits Ford's reliable 2.9-liter V6 engine, paired with a manual transmission and 4WD system that still engages smoothly. It's the kind of truck that feels mechanical, responsive, and simple, built before computers and electronics complicated everything. This Ranger runs well, with solid tires and a clean title to back it up. It even comes with a valid smog certificate, making it road-ready for California buyers. The odometer currently reads 90,295 miles, though because it only goes up to 99,999, there's a chance it may have rolled over at some point. A mystery neither the current nor previous owner could confirm. Still, for a truck nearly 40 years old, it has clearly been kept functional and reliable, showing the kind of care that allows these old Rangers to keep going strong. Of course, it's not without its quirks, as most classics aren't. The windshield has a small leak near the top on the driver's side, and the ride is a bit rough, likely due for new shocks. The clutch feels soft and probably needs to be bled, and the interior tells its own story of years on the road, with worn seats and panels showing their age. The rear window is missing a trim piece, meaning it doesn't quite close all the way, and the toolbox latch is broken, so it won't lock. But despite these cosmetic and minor mechanical issues, the truck remains impressively complete. Nothing major is missing, and everything essential, from the drivetrain to the brakes, works as it should. This Ranger isn't a showpiece. It's not the kind of truck you'd find in a polished collection or behind velvet ropes. Instead, it's the kind of truck you build stories with, the kind that carries lumber one day and camping gear the next. For someone who appreciates raw simplicity and classic Ford durability, this is a true survivor from a time when trucks were still built tough, honest, and straightforward. At just $3,000, it's a piece of American pickup history that won't break the bank. Whether you're looking for a weekend project, a farm runabout, or a sturdy daily driver with character, this 1986 Ford Ranger has the potential to deliver all that and more, and it's ready to prove that even after decades on the road, this old Ford still has plenty of miles left in its story. Number 12. The 1981 Chevrolet C20 Scottsdale, listed at just $3,500 and located in Fort White, Florida. Now here's a real workhorse from the golden era of heavy-duty pickups. The 1981 Chevy C20 Scottsdale Camper Special. This truck was built for long hauls, heavy loads, and the kind of jobs that demand strength and reliability. It's powered by Chevrolet's classic 350 small block V8, paired with a bulletproof TH400 automatic transmission, one of the most durable drivetrain combos ever produced. With 114,000 miles on the odometer, this old-school hauler has clearly been used the way it was intended, for work, but it's still got plenty of muscle left under the hood. The owner says it runs and drives great, with no major mechanical issues to worry about. This C20 starts up strong, shifts smoothly, and rides with that solid, no-nonsense feel that made Chevy square-body trucks so legendary. Whether you're towing a trailer, hauling lumber, or just cruising down a country road, this truck feels like it's ready for anything. The Camper Special package adds extra cooling, heavy-duty suspension, and reinforced components. Features designed for those who use their trucks not just as transportation, but as tools for living. The Scottsdale trim gives it a little extra polish too, a hint of comfort and style to go along with all that muscle. You can almost picture this truck pulling a camper down a Florida highway in the early 80s, chrome mirrors gleaming, V8 rumbling, built for those who love the open road and needed a truck that could keep up. The current owner holds a clean title, making the sale straightforward, and is even open to trades, offering flexibility for anyone looking to swap rather than sell outright. For $3,500 or best offer, this 1981 C20 represents incredible value for anyone who appreciates the durability of vintage American pickups. Trucks like this are becoming harder to find in running condition, especially with solid drivetrains and clean paperwork. Whether you want to store it, use it as a dependable farm or work rig, or just enjoy it as a weekend cruiser, the C20 Scottsdale stands as a reminder of a time when Chevrolet built trucks that could do it all, and still look good doing it. It's tough, it's simple, and it's honest. Everything a classic truck should be. This 1981 Chevy C20 Scottsdale isn't just transportation. It's a piece of working-class history that's still ready to earn its keep. Number 13. The 1993 Ford F-150 FX4 Pickup 2D, listed at just $400 and located in Wynne, Arkansas. Now here's one of those listings that grabs your attention right away. A classic Ford F-150 from the early 90s for less than the price of a used set of tires. This 1993 Ford F-150 FX4 has about 180,000 miles on it and comes with an automatic transmission. The seller says it ran not too long ago, but at the moment, it needs some work to get back on the road. They're not entirely sure what's wrong with it. So for the right buyer, this could be a real opportunity to turn a small investment into a running classic. The truck will need to be hauled out, so it's not currently drivable. But if you're someone who knows your way around Ford engines or just loves a good project, this could be worth a closer look. The seller is also making it clear that the toolbox and tires seen in the bed are not included. So you're buying the truck itself as is, nothing more, nothing less. It's being sold for $400 or best offer. And with that kind of price tag, they're eager to see it go quickly. When you think about what this F-150 represents, it's easy to see the appeal. The early 1990s F-Series trucks were known for their rugged frames, boxy design, and reliable drivetrains. Many still on the road today, decades later. Whether you're a mechanic looking for a budget project, a restorer wanting to bring back a vintage work truck, or just someone searching for parts for another build, this could be exactly what you need. The seller is motivated. They even said they need it gone ASAP. So if you're nearby in Arkansas and have a trailer ready, you could snag yourself a classic piece of Ford history for the cost of a weekend tune-up kit. Sure, it's a gamble. You'll have to put in some work to figure out what's wrong and get it running again, but that's part of the fun for any true truck enthusiast. At the end of the day, this 1993 Ford F-150 FX4 might not look like much right now, but with a bit of elbow grease, it could roar back to life. And for just $400, it's one of those rare finds that could turn into a solid project truck, or even a dependable work rig once it's fixed up. Deals like this don't come around often, especially on a model that helped define Ford's legacy as America's best-selling pickup. Number 14, the 1972 Ford F-100 Ranger, listed at just $1,900 and located in Bozeman, Montana, is a true piece of American pickup history, waiting for the right hands to bring it back to life. This classic two-wheel drive Ranger comes equipped with a dependable V8 engine and an automatic transmission, giving it that unmistakable old-school Ford feel that so many collectors and restorers chase today. With an odometer showing 36,760 miles, it's hard to tell if that's original or rolled over, but either way, this truck has the bones of a solid project vehicle, finished in a bold blue paint. The exterior shows its age but still carries the charm of the early 70s Ford styling, clean lines, wide stance, and a simple, functional design to help make the F-Series America's best-selling truck line. The seller lists its condition as fair, which usually means it runs or ran recently but could use some attention. Expect some rust spots, a few dents, and that classic patina that only time can create. While the title is missing, that's often an easy hurdle to clear for buyers who know the process. And considering the low asking price, it could still be well worth the effort. For under $2,000, you're getting a full-size Ranger from the golden era of Ford trucks, a model built tough, simple to work on, and endlessly customizable. Whether you're looking for a budget-friendly restoration project, a farm workhorse, or even a rat rod base to build your dream truck, the 72 F-100 Ranger is a great place to start. The 8-cylinder engine promises plenty of power potential, and with a little mechanical love, it could easily return to its former glory, that smooth V8 rumble and all. Trucks like this one represent a bygone era, when vehicles were made of steel, character, and simplicity. For the right buyer, this F-100 isn't just another cheap old pickup. It's a blank canvas, a chance to revive a piece of vintage Americana for less than the cost of a used ATV. At $1,900, is an open invitation to bring a classic back to life, one wrench turn at a time.